Hello world, Jennifer here. Update on the weight box and power winch project. The winch has come apart. I've disassembled that to its basic components. Everything seems to be in good shape. The only thing that's a little challenging here is the brake band. It's gotten a little old and the brake material on it has started to crumble in a couple of spots, so I was going to reach out to Thurn and see if they can get me a new brake band. I hope they can. They haven't responded to an email yet, so we'll see what happens with that. Trying to get some new labels and a brake band for it. I got to press out the last two bearings so that I can sand down the whole frame, all the parts, get them painted. The only other trouble I'm having with the winch is that the main drum, cable drum, is held together or held onto the shaft with a single set screw. It's not a very large set screw. I would like to either get a second set screw, some sort of keyway or something to improve the ability to where the main cable drum will not spin on its shaft in case I really get into loading it close to capacity. The weight box, as you can see here, doesn't look like much, just broken down into its individual pieces of angle iron. That, yeah, kind of doesn't look like much most of the time until you start welding it together. There's a good 3-4 hours of grinding to get it all prepped up for weld, and I got to measure out a whole bunch of stuff. I have an idea of how it's going to go back together. The next thing is I welded the washer onto the sleeve for the clutch, and that job is going to, the next job with the washer welded on there is to drill and tap the 4 bolt holes to hold it into place, and then I'm still continuing to work on what to do about a keyway. The other interesting news on the clutch front is I was hanging around one of my hardware stores and I came upon this lovely thing. What is it? Not a 9-inch pulley for not a bad price. And with the outer clutch assembly, I have the motor to go from the 3-inch pulley on the motor to this, so I got at least I have a 3-to-1. I got to do some machining, so the hub here will fit over the outer clutch, as I've been calling it, and I figure out how to get that bolted on and on center, so I got good roundness on that shaft. So that solves my first gear ratio problem of going from the motor down to the clutch at least a 3-to-1, which is kind of nice. And what else do we have here? Getting the weight box thing, got those. All right, and okay, that's the update for the garage. Up next is the milling machine. Milling machine update. That's the vise I have for the milling machine. It would only open up to 3 1/8. So with some angle iron and some other blocks, now goes open to 5 1/8, which is really nice. That's the piece in the vise right now is going to come off the back of the weight box, where the pin for the hole right there is where the pin for the 3-point hitch is going to go in. Got that drilled out, got the block all square. I got the block all milled square, or at least as square as I can get it. I'll film a little bit of the next hole going in. So yes, I've wanted for a long time to make extensions for the milling machine vise. So got it built. The welding there isn't the greatest in the world, but it seems to be doing the job. And we'll catch the welding on the other side, see how that is. That's a little bit better welding over there. And things are pretty square, which is nice. Alright, moving on. That's how the back of the plate that I drilled the hole in got attached. The frame goes up, there's the top, with the other half, the other third of the 3-point hitch, I should say. And we'll see, I've filled in with weld a bunch of notches, grooves, and other garbage and junk that was in the holes. You can see that there's its twin on the other side. And we'll see, I believe what's next is the gas tank for the small engine. I'm going to try to get it folded up, and now it's been a little bit since the glue is dried, and you can see that it folds up actually pretty good into a nice square. It's going to require a little bit more bending and other fine tuning, so when I do set it up with sheet metal, it does all come together in the right places for sheet metal there. And with the press board added to it, instead of just the red construction paper, it will do all right. I got to fold the top down. The top flaps down, so I got to make a lid, and hopefully this will sit nicely on top of the little engine for the power winch. Since trying to buy a small gas tank is way overpriced, at least what I think is overpriced, so I'll rather bend it, fold it, and solder together, making sure that I have absolutely no leaks in my gas tank, due to the fact that leaks are expensive and dangerous. Dealing with gasoline, one must remember what they're doing and what they're working with. I'll show you around the new YouTube studio here also that I've been working on, and we'll try to get some good video of getting this now that this paper pattern is in pretty good shape. I'll show you what we are, hopefully some plans with the YouTube studio here, and as soon as the weather gets a little bit better, we'll get cutting and folding some sheet metal.